Our next inductee, Eugene Jeter. He goes by Pooh, and one of the greatest basketball players to ever wear pilot gear. Take a look.
One of the most beloved players to grace the Chiles Center court, Pooh Jeter ranks number 2 all-time on the Portland scoring charts with 1,708 career points. He also ranks in the top 5 all-time in field goals made, three-pointers, free throws, free throw percentage, and is 8th in total assists. Jeter's 536 total points as a senior ranks 6th on the single-season charts, while he owns 3 of the top 11 single-season records for free throw percentage. Jeter garnered all WCC first-team honors in 2004 and 2006, and was an honorable mention All-League member in 2005. He also led Portland to a 72-68 road upset against Gonzaga at the Kennel in 2003 with a team-high 18 points as a freshman. Following his time on the Bluff, Jeter enjoyed a remarkable professional career that spanned 18 seasons. He played in 6 different countries, including 1 year with the NBA's Sacramento Kings, where he appeared in 62 games during the 2010-2011 season. Jeter began his overseas career in Ukraine, where he eventually earned dual citizenship and starred for the Ukrainian national team in helping them qualify for the FIBA World Cup for the first time in 2013. Other pro highlights include earning All-Star recognition for the NBA D-League's Colorado 14ers in 2007, 6th Man of the Year honors in the Israeli Super League in 2010, the Chinese Basketball Association All-Star honors in 2013, and helping Limoges win the top division title in France in 2015. Following his retirement from pro basketball in 2023, Jeter joined the Portland Trail Blazers, where he still serves as a player development coach and assistant general manager for the Rip City Remix.
Wow. Look at Howard Hall. Like, this is like incredible. Wow.
Man, I loved your game on the Bluff, young man. Yes, I did.
Thank you.
All right, how'd you get the news, Hall of Famer? Where were you? How'd you get the news? Were you surprised?
Yeah, I was like, finally, right? No. I think Buzz, where Buzz at? I think Buzz called me and told me, of course, you know, with Scott, you know, they gave me that news. And Jay Bro, where Jay Bro at, man? Jay Bro.
There's our guy right there.
You feel me? I used to always be asking Jay Bro, like, what's up, bro? Like, what we doing? You know, are we going, you know, I wish they, you know, retired jerseys, but, you know, that's a whole nother story. But now I'm so thankful. Like, God is amazing. So, you know, just give God all the glory and praise for sure.
Record setting on both ends. Critics, of course, he's too small. UP head coach Michael Holton, I realized Pooh's game was bigger than his size, and his leadership personality showed the way. Done. So you had his endorsement. I also love the story on your recruiting trip, how you got to meet Damon Stoudemire after a Blazers-Lakers game, and that, you said, in your words, kind of sealed the deal.
Sealed it. One of my close friends, Donna Wilson, he like committed for both of us on our trip. I had to look at him like, well, me? Like, but no, yeah, that was an amazing time. You know, I've been knowing Coach Holden, and salute to Coach Ward, you know, for recruiting me, you know, to get to Portland. But I had an amazing relationship with Coach Holden. You know, he's from the LA area. And, you know, I learned in life, like, to become wise, you got to walk with the wise, right? And, you know, Coach Holden was, you know, he'd been to a place where I wanted to go. You know, he was in the NBA, so, you know, I got the chance to, like, learn, you know, 4 years of, like, really how to be a pro, you know, at this, you know, at that early age, you know, so, and I ended up, you know, accomplishing that goal. So you're going to hear me throughout this conversation giving God all the glory and praise, like, really, because, you know, if you good enough, you big enough, you know, so. Okay,
so there segues beautifully into Pooh is listed at 5'11", that's code for 5'10".
Thank you. I was about to say, yeah, the 5'9" 3/4 with
whatever,
no shoes.
Pal, whatever, buddy.
Right?
I'm just saying. All right, so how did you stay true to yourself and let the critics say what they wanted, let the naysayers say what they wanted? How did you stay true to Pooh?
Well, you know, like, I've been tall all my life, right? Like one of the main things that I've learned in life was, once I found like how much like, like I was, fearfully and wonderfully made, when I was in my mother's womb, when I was being knitted, right? Like I had that understanding, like who cares what everybody say, as long as I believe it, you feel me? Like I could really do it. So, people see my height, okay? Like that didn't fear me at all, right? Like I looked at like how David, like the appearance is nothing, right? So, once you continue like to have that goal and dream that you could do it, then do it. As long as you be strong and courageous and have that faith, like who can stop you?
So after your pilot career, and it was legendary, we use that word, but it's applicable here in terms of the stats you did, not only to score, to set your teammates up, to play the D, you did it all. You go undrafted, you play in the D League, and that kind of opens up some doors overseas, and your career overseas, wow. You told me that your time here helped you be the player that you became overseas when you played for so many countries and you were beloved.
Yeah, so one thing that Portland did was prepare me, right? As you know, like there's not a lot of black people that go to this school, right? And which is dope, like of course, it's gonna improve as well, but that set me up, like coming from, I'm from LA, and my high school I went to was predominantly, black and Hispanic. So, coming to Portland, it was like a culture shock, like being only black in the classroom, which was, something different. But at the same time, like the love that I was getting on this campus and from everybody, nobody wasn't looking at no race, you feel me? Like everybody was looking at like really like we're all together, we're all a family, we're all pilots. So, but the time here going through that experience allowed me to be, the only black on the Ukraine national team, or the only black on, my team in Spain and Menorca, so it was a whole situation where I was like, all right, like I've been through this. Like that's why in order to gain wisdom, you have to have the experience, right? And once I was able to go through that, like I was like, oh yeah, like I can fit in wherever, you feel me? So it don't matter like about that color, as long as like that love is represented, that's all that matters.
Where you played, you impacted, whether you were in the States, whether you were overseas, but that opportunity to play in the NBA. Since you were a little boy, you thought about the NBA. You told your mom and dad, I'm going to get a D1 scholarship. You did with their help. But to make it to the NBA, help us understand what that must have felt like.
Right, you're talking to somebody like, in the high school basketball, like, I didn't play AAU, so I didn't like do all the things that everybody was doing. Of course, I wasn't like heavily recruited, so like I said, I had the dream and belief. Like my parents, like, like we had an understanding, you feel me? Like who cares what everybody say? Like we just gonna do what we do. So, one of the special moments before I go to the league, like, I read my Bible, right? So the year before, I was in Jerusalem, so I was playing for Hapoel Jerusalem, right? And, that was like a special moment because I was really like tapping in, like my girlfriend, she was my girlfriend, but it's my wife, you feel me? Like, was able to experience something amazing. And, as, just going through that whole experience and prayers and just things was getting answered. Then that next year, that next season, I was with the Sacramento Kings. So, and also in high school, like I was able to like to really train, and be with like NBA players. So I was with Baron Davis, I was with Lucius Harris, I was with Mil Palacio. So I knew I can do it, but the world just wasn't the time for the world to see it. And that time being with Sacramento, I was able to showcase, that I could also be a king. So
I love that story, and the fact that you kept grinding after that. And because of the G League and you playing with the Ignite, they wanted you to not only give them that savvy veteran leadership, but to mentor some of the players that we're going to see and see now in the NBA. Is that how you landed in Portland in terms of the Blazers and the Remix G League team?
Yeah, so like, I wish Mike was here as assistant GM. His name is Mike Schmitz. You know, like, I established an amazing relationship with him, right? But, you know, I've been mentoring a lot of the youth in LA already. You know, like we in life, like we experience so much not to just keep. You know, we really experience to share and to help people. So it's a Bible verse that I have like probably written on a tablet of my heart is, the generous will always prosper. He who refreshes others shall be refreshed. And that is who I am, being this messenger and servant. Like, in order for me to be refreshed, I have to continue to refresh others, right? So when that mentorship came with Ignite, I'm like, all right, like, I'm on it. Like, okay, that's the plan. I'm already knowing what I need to do. I need to continue to share. I played for 17 years for a reason. And now, like, being with the Portland Trailblazers, my Trailblazers family is over here. Like, I'm so thankful for them to be here. And like, Portland, that is a perfect name, being a trailblazer, right? And everybody here that's getting honored tonight, that's what we are. You feel me? And like, you know, and Portland's allowing me to do this amazing role that nobody in the NBA is doing, as in being a coach and being in the front office. So, you know, I thank my Trailblazer family over there for a reason, like for allowing me to, you know, figure it out, you know, and just thankful. Like, I'm thankful for this moment.
How much does tonight mean to you? How much does this award, this honor mean to you?
Wow, like, yeah, this is like a special time. Like, you know, high school, like I am inducted, you know, I got my jersey and inducted, but this right here, you know, like, it's like, is this like the reason like why I'm like came back to Portland? You feel me? Like, you just never know like what God has plans, you know, even though we may have plans in the heart, like you see like how God directs them steps. So, you know, just this moment right here is everything. Just seeing everybody, like, you know, Melissa has my jersey on. You feel me? Like, you know, and you know, so
there
like,
it is.
you feel me? Like, she like came with my jersey.
Yeah.
You know, with the Kings, and just, you know, seeing Kanan and Carlita and Isha, like that was like, they took care of me when I was in Portland. You know, so. You know, I'm just so thankful that I'm able to just to share this moment, you know, with my kids. My kids is here, like they're able to, you know, to see Dad. Yes, Dad was good, man. Like, you know, like, Ethan, did you hear me? Dad was good. Like, so this is an amazing moment that I'm just so thankful, and I'm able to share with everybody here. So,
Pooh, congratulations, hell of a night.
Thank you.
Enjoy this with your family, your extended family.
Appreciate you.
You are loved.
Appreciate you.
Congratulations.